My name is Iwan and I'm in Godong Middle School. Today I will explain about Iran generation equality. There is two contents. First content is women's massive participation in the resistance of freedom. Second is bloody crackdown on June 20, massive resistance of women in prison. First, I will explain about women's massive participation in the resistance to freedom. June 20 marks the beginning of the Iran people's resistance for freedom democracy in 1981. Iran's women pioneered their people's movement against the mullahs' religious dictatorship. Generation equality has been playing a significant role in the Iran people's resistance for freedom since the Shah's time until today. Women who sacrificed their lives and freedom in the 1970s and opened the way for women's large-scale participation in the movement. Then came another generation of women in 1980s, whose sacrifice and unsubmissive struggle shook the foundation of mullah's misogynist regime. And then the world saw the next generation of brave Iran's women and girls who persist this tortuous and blood-drenched path during the uprising in 1999, 2009, 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020. The generation equality will continue to tread this path until the overthrow of mullah's misogynous regime and dawn for genuine freedom in Iran. So let us commemorate on this anniversary the tens of thousands of women who watered the sapling of freedom with their blood and persisted on their democratic demands since the beginning of the mullah's rule in Iran. They choose to honorably resist at any cost but no succumb to the dictator and turn into singing stars who lead the dark night of their nation. Next page. Chapter 2, Blood Crackdown on June 20, Massive Resistance of Women in Prison. Less than a month after our Iranian people overthrew of the Shah's dictatorship, women were the first to hear the footsteps of other tyrannical regime. Khomeini's from fatwa on March 7, 1979 targeted Iranian women's freedoms. By this order, it became mandatory for women to cover their hair and wear the veil in government offices. Iranian women took to the street the next day, which coincided with the International Women's Day, March 8, 1979, to protest the oppressive fatwa against women in a massive demonstration. Hassan Rouhani, the regime's incumbent president, has boasted that he was the one to ban the entry of non-veiled women to the office and the Department of the Armed Forces. For 2 years, half years before June 20, 1981, women and girls joined opposition group, particularly PMOI and MEK, and actively participate in resistance for freedom and efforts to stop to tyrannical advance of the new regime. Dozens of schoolgirls who supported the PMOI and MEK opposition were killed and wounded in attack by regime against and club rider during the period. Narsin Rostati and 16 in Shiraz, Mary Sarmari in Quran Abad, Sima Sabah in Rastid, Sanak Joshi in Bandar, and Fat Karmi in Karji were among many who did not succumb to the Klum Warrior breach at the cost of their lives. Thank you.